Not me about to start this membership stream with my mic not even turned on. This is what we're working with, guys. Welcome to the very first membership stream. Woohoo! Oh God. Hello. I swear I prepared everything else except for turning on my actual microphone. Good job, Stories. But welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope all of my lovely Star taxpayers are doing well, or at least somewhat decent. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a teeny bit nervous, just a teeny bit, because I don't know what kind of expectations you guys have. But I hope this is fun and maybe slightly informative either way. So, yeah, it's also my first time on a membership stream, so excellent. Now, basically, what am I trying to say? There's an additional couple rules for membership streams, aside from, you know, the lovely description rules. You guys know them well. But if you look to, what is this, my left? I think this is my left. If you look over here where the chat box once would be, instead I have a lovely message for you that says, welcome. Please do not share anything outside of membership streams. These are for you. These membership streams are for you lovely Star taxpayers. And if you've noticed, actually, I added a couple extra tiers. They don't add anything. They're there. No obligation. But if you see anyone paying a Star loan or a Star mortgage, don't pay any mind. They're supposed to be here. But yes, these membership streams are for you guys. So please, I would just ask that you do not share anything outside of these streams, including any screen recording, screen sharing, screenshots, sort of thing. So thanks. So yeah, let's take it easy and have a fun chat. I agree. So I guess I'm my teeth. There we go. I'm eating some leftover fried chicken from last night. All boneless, by the way. I don't do bones. Oh, so good though. I think I can be unhealthy once a week. And I've also got some coffee that I just made. Freshly made coffee in my cute little cat mug. I don't know if I forgot if I mentioned this or not, but I got a bunch of throne gifts earlier in June. So one of them was like the cat mug, like the cute little white cat on the top of the little lid here. It's like a wood lid. He's so cute. That's tasty. I put in some special coffee syrup, toasted marshmallow. I know, super fancy. super fancy. And of course, good old reliable. Some water. And that is what I'm working with today. So so I have some energy going into this. So I guess I'm way too prepared, am I? I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, imagine like a membership stream, like, you know, like 7 months from now, and I'm just like, I just show up 2 minutes like before I'm supposed to stream. Hey guys, what's up? I have nothing prepared. Let's go. I just want to make this good for you guys. All right, let's see. That'd be authentic. Oh, how dare you? I thought the point of membership streams was supposed to make it better or more exclusive. I don't know. What is the point of membership streams? I'm just basically doing the exact same thing that I usually do. Maybe it's because it's a more intimate setting. It's just a few of us and me and yeah. Oh god. Let me see. What if I Cozy gamer. Yeah, I added a bunch of the toggles. I don't know if I talked about this already, but I added a bunch of the toggles to my stream deck. So I think maybe my coffee wants to interject. Yes, I know. Good opinion. But now that I'm able to do this a bit more seamlessly, you might see maybe a few more toggles like this. This is so cute, isn't it? Just here chilling. This is basically what I'm looking like right now, aside from the blanket. I don't have a blanket right now. Well, technically I do, but it's sitting over top of my microphone. Oh, someone has just subscribed. Interesting. Cool. Welcome to the constellation. They're probably not here right now, but that's okay. Random split-second cat ears for the win. I don't know what you're talking about. What? I don't know. Like, what do you mean split second? That doesn't make any sense. They tried. They try. I appreciate the subscription regardless. You get some chicken crunch from me. What does that say? Hold on, I gotta put on my glasses. What does that say? Unofficial cat girl? Now, what would make you say that? I can't even begin to fathom why you would even say that. Oh. All right. Well, I did say this would be a Q&A. And it wouldn't be a Q&A without some cues. So, oh, I think actually there's a few I didn't put in yet. Hold on. Where is it? Here they are. Okay. Hold on, let me Yeah, there were some YouTube ones that I have not put in yet. It's up on the side there. And there we go. They're all so tiny. So I guess let's start with some YouTube comments. Bring this one down a little bit. Oh yes, this isn't exactly a question, but I wanted to add this in because I thought it was very funny. I wonder who wrote this. I wonder. It's real happening. It's gonna be real great. Where does it make sense? Oh my God, I mean, technically there is a question in there. Yeah, what do I wear? Whatever's most comfy for you. I cherish and value comfort over aesthetics. But if it's comfortable and aesthetics, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Oh, no worries. I'm glad you spammed the questions. I mean, obviously they were like literal spam questions, and I'd be like, that's another thing. But you asked very many genuine questions, and I appreciate that. I was low-key worried that I wouldn't even get any questions, and I'd be like, okay, well, forget about the Q&A part. We're just gonna talk, I guess. but I appreciate you giving me more questions to answer. World salad at its finest. I agree. What a worldly salad this is. All right, what's the next one? Oh, it's up in the corner here. It just says hello. 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 Hello, it's me. All right, next one. Oops. Okay. Ooh, our first proper question, guys. Oh my God. All right, what is my go-to meal when I'm under the weather? That's a good question. What do I eat when I'm not feeling well? For some reason my mind's going to mashed potatoes, but I don't eat mashed potatoes that often. Especially when I'm sick. I'm not gonna go upstairs and just be like, all right, I'm feeling awful. Let's boil a pot of potatoes for like 15 minutes. No. I mean, if I have leftover mashed potatoes, I might write those up. They hit when you're sick. They hit. But also under the weather. Does that mean like ill, or does that just mean like not feeling great generally? Because if it's not feeling great generally, then that opens it up a bit more, because I'm a I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a bit of an emotional eater. I like to eat things that make me feel good. Like fried chicken. So if I'm not feeling my best, maybe I'll order I'll get like a pizza, or like some chicken or something, or shawarma. But I know that's not healthy. I know that I shouldn't be eating my feelings. I know. I'm working on it. I've been getting better at it. Plus, I find that if I eat something that's a little bit healthier when I'm not feeling great, then I feel a little bit better the next day. Because I think probably my brain's like, oh, thank God, some actual nutrients. We have been starving for this for days. What have you been doing? So I have an apple upstairs. I might eat that afterwards. So yeah, comfort food. Sometimes, on the odd occasion, I'm not much of a soup person, but I do like potato soup in a can, because I'm a plebeian. And what else? Oh, Oh, clear broth. I like clear broth occasionally. Like I'll just drink it like I'm drinking like a drink. I'll put it in a mug and I'll just be like, hey, it's got my cup of chicken stock. Glug glug. But yes, I guess that's my answer. Comfort food and then maybe soup if I'm feeling it. Oh, hello, welcome, Godzu. Thank you so much for joining. It's very nice to meet you as well. Thank you for dropping by to the very first membership stream. Wow. Ooh, should I do roll call? Maybe I should do roll call. Hold on. Let me see. Who's here? All right. First membership roll call. All right. Who do we have? We have Ryan. We have Flagler America. We have Nova. We have Flame Dynamo. We have ThoughtSafe 3089. We have who's next? Godzu. And I think that's everybody right now. So yeah. Woo! And if you're watching right now and you haven't chatted anything, welcome as well. Welcome, woo, lickers. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next question here. Okay, yeah, this isn't another question, but I thought this was really nice because during my return stream, somebody, by somebody I mean a few somebodies, decided to bombard the memberships with a bunch of gifts, and I appreciate that. I've never heard of this channel before, but I've assumed some kind stranger. I was about to say some kind of stranger, some dude, some random person. I don't even know, but no, some kind stranger has gifted me a membership for a month. Perhaps I'll pop by on this first stream, see what this channel's about. Oh, I'm touched. Thank you. If you have decided to join in today, thank you so much. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. Yeah. Ooh, this is a chunk. This is a chunk. Ooh, there's some lore questions. Some lore questions. Because guys, I hate to break it to you, but I am a star. I'm a star turned human. What? So, let's see this first question. How has your time on this small planet Earth been compared to space? So much better. Okay. I'm not going to say that things have been perfect. I've had my ups and downs, but this would not even be possible out in space, at least where I was. I was in complete pitch darkness. There was nothing. I was all alone. And I don't even know how I managed to get here. Like, it's not like I've only wished once on myself, you know? But I don't know, maybe this time was different. I wished a little bit more, a little bit. There was another wish that was corresponding to my wish, and I made that wish come true, which is why I came to, I don't know. I'm just making crap up at this point. But no, being on Earth has been so much better than being in space. I would say I would rate it a solid 7.5 out of 10, as opposed to space, which is a negative 5 million out of 10. Oh, is there no background music? I was wondering why you could hear me so clearly. Hey, nobody said anything for... How long has it been going? No one said anything for the last 20 minutes! Come on! I really like your jacket. It's so cool. Thank you! Thank you! Actually, let me take a quick moment to just kind of show off my jacket. Hello, look at that. Look at me. Look at me being super cool. Kind of shift myself up a little bit. There we go. Oh yes, this is for the new people who have never seen my jacket before. So my jacket doesn't just stay up like this. I can zip it down, just as a regular jacket does. Oh, what's this? What's this? Has it turned translucent? Yeah. This is what I call my jacket lore, but it's more just a feature. And then I can zip it back up. And then I can zip it back down. And zip it back up. And zip it back down. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? And then sometimes, when I'm not feeling it, I can just take it off. I'm gonna just take off my jacket. And I can put it back on if I'm feeling like it. Take it back off. Put it back on. I'm having too much fun with this. It just hit me. Your voice is just too good. Okay. I will accept that. I will accept that. You've come out of your trance to be like, wait a minute, something's missing. But what? Oh, Parker! We have Parker! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the first membership stream! Woo! Yay! All these foolish humans longing to go to space, and here we have the opinion of an actual star. I will say, for people that are trying to do like scientific, yada yada and whatever, cool, that's fine with me. But if you're looking to like go up there just for fun, it's not fun. It's not fun. There's nothing to do. You're lonely. There's no oxygen, which I'm assuming for a human is, necessary. It's basically like a never-ending death trap. Unless you're like built for it, which not many people are, I'm assuming. But yeah. All right, let's hold on. There we go. Back to the questions at hand. Do you plan on looking into and possibly confirming or denying our Earthling science of stars and any other space sciences you may be able to help with? What in the ever-loving heck does that mean? What is science of stars? What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm so confused. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny anything that I don't know what it is. Space sciences? Yeah, I don't think I can help with any sciences, space or not. I haven't taken a science course in several years. The last one I took was, I think it was like a biology course back in like high school. It's funny, actually, there's a funny story about that. So my older brother, he took the same biology course that I did. He had the exact same project that I did, and he got 100% on it, on this specific project. And then he challenged me to get 100% as well. So obviously I did. But you want to know how I did it? Do you want to know how I got 100% on this project? I don't think it was super like impressive or anything compared to like other people's. Like, I feel like I look back on it and I'm like, man, I feel like I didn't do as much research as like everybody else did. Like, there were some people that like the smart kids, they got like 80% on those projects and I got 100. I'm like, what? But you want to know what happened? So I decided that I was going to present my project through song. So I took the instrumental of there's this one Vocaloid song called Suki Kirai by Honeyworks. If you know, you know. So I took that instrumental, I wrote my project as lyrics to the melody of this song, and then I performed it live in front of the class. So my presentation was about like 4 minutes, but I had like corresponding like slides to it too. I don't even know how I managed to do that, but you know, sure. And I had like, I didn't have a lab coat. I wanted to look like a scientist, but I had like this raincoat that was like light pink, and it was kind of long and looked sort of like a scientist coat. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just be like a cute scientist. You know, why not? I'm just gonna talk about sea creatures. Yeah. So I feel like part of the reason I got 100% on that project was because the teacher felt bad. She's like, well, I can't give, you sang live in my class. I can't give you less than 100 for that. So, but yeah, I did not lose that that challenge to my brother. So yeah, let's go. What grade was I in? Ooh, let me think. I believe it was 11th grade. I think I was in 11th grade when that happened. So. That's one way to say I'm not made for the sciences. Truly, like, this reminds me of this, I'm getting off topic, but this reminds me of like, another project presentation I did in university. This was in my last year of university, and I was taking a psychology course, and we had to do like a presentation based on whatever topic we were given in conjunction with psychology, and our group got like what was it? Disabilities in media or something like that. And I decided, because I was very, very like obsessed with Night in the Woods at the time. Like, it was like my favorite game. I watched Jack Stepsky's playthrough of it like consistently. I still do, actually. But I was like, wait a minute, I can take this game and use it in my presentation. Which worked, because like it had like very interesting depictions of people with like, you know, mental disorders, but not portraying them as just the mental disorder, things like that, or like what they could be representative of, because of course nothing was confirmed or denied, but you could definitely see some connections that people could like really relate to. But the kicker was, there was one of the monologues at the end of the game. I took that monologue, I shrunk it down a little bit, because each presentation part had to be like 7 minutes on the dot. I don't know why, but apparently that's just how it was. So it was like 5 minutes for your actual presentation, and then 2 minutes to show off the type of media that you were talking about. So I took this monologue, I shrunk it down to fit 2 minutes, and then I recited it in front of my class. And it was so funny because, like, to me, like, as like I was a theater student, so this kind of thing was not super out of the ordinary for me to do. But I saw the look on like my classmates' faces. They had majors in psychology, or like kind of like psychology adjacent. So to see me, theater student, reciting this slightly harrowing monologue to them, they were not expecting it. They were shocked, but they were like a good shock. Like they were thoroughly entertained, but they were just like not expecting it. And like in my group ended up getting like a B+, and I'm like, I feel like I low-key like carried my group. But yeah, no, that was I don't like school presentations that much, but I hold those two very dear to my heart, because they actually ended up somewhat good. As someone who was labeled as a smart kid, gotta respect the hustle. Thank you, I appreciate it. I did something similar for my English class. Nice, let's go. It's like, I feel like if you sing in class for a presentation, you've already made it, because one, it takes balls and guts to be able to do that in front of like a class. Two, your teacher's gonna think the same thing and think, well, shit, I can't give them a lower grade because that's just gonna impact their self-esteem, so that they're gonna give you a higher grade. And then your classmates are gonna be impressed because they're gonna be like, oh my god, you did that. What? So, I mean, I'm just saying. She because her voice is open. I wouldn't say 11th grade me was it was a different time. That would be the time that I was doing like vocal like covers online, but I wouldn't say they were good. Ooh. I was just learning how to record on GarageBand, like. Not much has changed since then though, but I'm still. Yikes. I just turned my entire curriculum to theater. Yeah, basically, like, you don't understand. Like, I would have taken just like all theater courses if I could, but because of how the curriculum works, it's like, oh, you have to be like well versed in like everything else too. So you have to take like an English course, and then a math or science course, and then a sociology course, and then something else, and something else, and it's like, but why? They all conflict with my schedule. Like, I tried so hard to take Japanese in university, but every single time I tried, it would conflict with one of my courses, one of my mandatory courses. So it just couldn't happen. I was mad. I was like, come on, why does it have to be 2 times a week? What's the point? So I'm sure I would have known the point if I was able to go to that class, but I digress. You could say you were the star as the group. But you know what? I could probably add like a sound effect button board to my Stream Deck. I could probably do that. I could do that in real time. I could have like a but like real. Sound effect real anyways. oh, excuse me. Whew. I'm already half an hour into this and I'm already starting to yawn. All right, let me move on from to some more questions. Do you find the maple leaf cookies good or bad? Now for those who are unaware, the maple leaf cookie, so it's basically a cookie that's shaped like a maple leaf, and it's maple flavored too. So it's like 2 vanilla cookies, and then smushed together underneath, in between, is like some maple frosting icing. It's like an Oreo, but maple and not chocolate. That looks like a maple leaf. So I do like those cookies, but I can maybe only have 1 or 2 at a time because they are so sweet. Oh my god, they are intensely sweet. Like the cookies themselves, they're not bad. They're like pretty basic cookies. The frosting in the middle, oh my god, that is like, as my mother would say, it makes my teeth rattle. Like, it's just so sugary sweet, and it's delicious when I'm in the mood for it, but like when I'm kind of sick of like candy and sweets, if I've had a lot and then I eat one of those, it's just like, ugh, I'm not having a good time. No, I'm not having a good time. No. Yeah. So, violently Canadian. Is that how I appear to you guys? Am I violently Canadian? I don't even like hockey. What are you talking about? Oh man. Actually, like, I was about to say, like, I don't even like our national sport, but hockey's not even our national sport. I mean, I guess it technically is, but oh yeah, I think hockey's the winter national sport, but then the summer national sport is lacrosse. I think it's lacrosse. Fact check me on that. Oh, last question here. Is there anyone you ever wished you could collab with? Like realistically or unrealistically? Because we're talking about realistically, like I've already had a chance like to collab with like some of my friends and stuff, and maybe I can collab with them again, like Say or maybe Mina or something. Unrealistically, oh god, unrealistically, if I could collab with anyone, I would absolutely die if I could collab with someone from Stars EN. Oh my god, I would melt into a puddle. And then get my crap back together because we have to be chaotic dumbasses playing a game or something. But oh my god, it would actually be a dream to collab with someone from Stars EN, like Battle. Oh my god, I would die if I could collab with Battle. Or Haka or Altair. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. No. Hey, this stays inside the membership stream. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh my god. But yeah, or like, who else? Like Crimson Ruse from Armis. I have Shorts beef with him, but I think he'd be fun to collaborate with. Oh man. I'm just hoping one day maybe I'll the algorithm will do its work and they'll Senpai will notice me or something like that, you know. Oh no. Well, we'll see. If it happens, you know what? Hell yeah. And if not, then it was always that unrealistic, so you know. Oh man. Alright, thank you for the questions. Let's continue onwards. I think this is the last YouTube question, so. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. All right. If you had the power to bring just one anime character to life in our world, who would you pick? Just one anime character. That's a good question, because there's at least 5 I'm thinking of, and they're all in a band. What do you mean I can't bring the whole band to life? I mean, technically they already do low-key exist as real humans, but I digress. Oh, let me think. I'm trying to think of like any other anime characters other than like from Argonava's characters, because I'm gonna want to bring all 5 of them to life from each band, because I'm like, I can't just do one, I have to do all 5. Yes, I can open my jacket. And then I can close it again. And I can open it again. And I can close it again. And I can open again. It's fun. Okay, hold on. I gotta think about this. What anime? Okay, first of all, what anime characters do I even know? I've like forgotten about all the other anime that I've ever watched. One day the zipper will get jammed. Nah, man, it's a magical zipper. I don't know how it works, but it's smooth. No catches, no nothing. No sticking, no nothing. I wish all zippers were like this. I don't know. I can't think of a specific character that I would like to be in real life in our world. I know anything is possible when you're an anime character. stop it midway. That's funny. Okay, I'll stop. At that point, I might just get it jammed. Something might just go wrong in the VTube studio verse. It'll just be like, error. Jacket cannot compute. Premium content. I only do it with this. In my head, I hear the zipper. Of course, excellent. If you don't hear the zipper, are you really a Stories of Stars fan? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What if I did like a gotcha roulette, but instead of like actual like anime character gotcha, it'd just be like whichever anime it decides to land on and whichever character decides to land on, that's the character that gets brought into our world. But that might be kind of dangerous because there are a lot of like villains and a lot of like bad people in anime. After 6 months with you, I'll delete. You don't have to hear this. That doesn't even sound like a zipper. Stars, what are you doing? You know what? If we somehow get the power, if I somehow have the power to bring one anime character, I'm just gonna do a gotcha roulette. See what happens. Might make the world more interesting. Oh, actually, wait. You know what? I just thought of something. No, I lost it. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just let the fates decide, and then maybe the world will be more interesting. Maybe less interesting. Maybe less. I hope less interesting. Too many things are happening right now. We need somebody in to like just like stop all this chaos from happening. So. Yes, this is a mole in my upper lip. Oh. I would bring stories to our world. If only stories was real. Ah, if only I could exist in real life. Ah. I wish anime girls were real. Oh man. Similarly, if you can isekai yourself into one of your farm games. Oh, farm games. I was like, farm game? No, I know what they're talking about. If I could isekai myself in one of my farm games, which farm game would you live in? Ooh, that's a good one. Let me think. I mean, Stardew Valley is a pretty hot contender, but also I have history with Mineral Town. What other farm games do I even play apart from like those two? Not Harvest Island. I'm not isekaiing myself into Harvest Island. That's not happening. Oh, no. It's okay. I find it quite charming. Because I love my Constellation members that have been with me for ages and ages. But they don't get excited about my mole anymore. They like the star danglies, though. I will give them that. But I just find it so sweet when people are like, oh my gosh, you have a mole on your lip. And I'm like, yeah, I do. So. That horror one, never mind. I'm not putting myself into Harvest Island. What if I had to live with the in-game gameplay mechanics? Then probably Stardew would probably be a better place. A choice? Probably a better choice. So, and then I could be with Shane. Low-key, I've been thinking about, what if I started like another farm, but just like on my own time? And then like, what if I married somebody else? I don't know if I have the power to, or well, I do have the power, but I don't know if I have the heart to. Shane is my one and only. But also I've heard people say that Alex has a really good story. And people, and of course everybody's just like, Sebastian! Because, you know, emo boy. And I've seen people talk about Harvey and what a sweetheart he is, and Sam and how sweet he is too. Like, there's so many options. And of course the girlies. Of course the girlies. Stardew like Stardew. Stardew like Stardew. Shane, listen, I only married him for the story, I swear. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh man. I did it for the story. Woo. I did it for the story. That's why I do most things. That's why I play most games. I do it for the story. Do it for the story. All right, thank you for all the YouTube questions. Let's move on to some marshmallows. Some marshmallows. Next question. Hold on, I'll go back to this one. Am I disappointed? Yes. Next question. If you can manifest, okay, hold on. No, I'll explain this a little bit more. For those who are like, Triple N, isn't that thing in November? Well, I took that and I made it my own thing, because what you do on your own time is none of my business, but I figured I'd be trendy and just, you know, I take the acronym and transport it for something for myself. So, for those of you who don't know, I have a, what do you call it? Like a alter ego? Alternate persona? Alter ego is probably good. I have like an alter ego type thing of myself known as Novels of Novus November. Wait, that's that's what Triple N is, Novels of Novus November. But no, his name is just Novels of Novus. Like Storiesofstars, Novels of Novus. He is non, I'm SOS. He is the French word for no, I am a distress signal. It's perfect. It identifies our personalities very well. But he shows up every November since 2022, I believe. It's when he first showed up, 2022? Yes, 2022. So, yeah, he's been around for about 2-ish years. And, yeah, he just hangs out with y'all for all of November. And, yeah. I make him hang out with you guys. He's less than enthusiastic, but he cares. He cried last November. You know, he cares. He cares. So, okay, next question. If I can manifest any one object, real or fictional, with all of its fictional properties, but you had to give it away, what would you create and who would you give it to? Ooh, what an interesting question. Let me think. Now I'm just like, I'm trying to think, what objects do I even know of? What things do I know of that could be turned real by this question? What fictional things do I know of that could be turned real by this question? Are these not in order? I don't know. I just labeled them 1 to 23, and they just I guess maybe they're random. I thought I saved them in order, but I guess not. So we'll see. A cash printer. That's just called that's a real thing. That's just how they make money. The starting order again. Oh my god. Wait, what's ooh, it's actually kind of on that topic. The star drop. Whatever it does increases your health and your energy with all of its magical properties. It reminds you of your favorite thing. Sure, I would manifest that. And then who would I give it to? Who would I give a star drop to? I'd give it to my dad. I would give it to my dad. He I don't think I've talked about this, but he and my mom went to Italy last month. And he's really into cycling as well. Like he's an avid cycler. So he went on like a cycle, like a trek or whatever you call it. When he was in Italy, like the first couple days. And he ended up really hurting himself. Like he actually broke quite a few bones. Like he finished the cycle and then he like fell off his bike. I don't really know what happened, but like basically he had to be rushed to like the ER. Everything was fine. He's fine. But like, you know, he's got like his arm in a cast. He broke a couple ribs, maybe like broke like his collarbone or something. I'm not really too sure. But like he was in rough shape. He and my mom had to end up coming home a bit early from their trip. So I'll give him a little bit more energy and some health and, you know, like remind him of his favorite thing. I think that'd be nice. Yeah. Okay, take care. Have a great rest of your day, Flagler America. So yes, I would manifest a star drop and give it to my dad. Although it was low-key kind of funny when I saw him in a cast, because I'm like, dang, this reminds me of when I was a small and I completely wrecked my wrist when I went snowboarding. Like father, like daughter. Oh man, it was blue too, so the sling that he had his arm in, so. All right, next question. If I could design a flower and make it grow in places all over the world, what would it look like? Me. Next question. No, I'm kidding. Ooh, flower design. Well, I really love, like, obviously I love purple and blue, but that would just kind of look like a violet, I guess. Maybe, ooh, what if it was like purple on the inside and then it was like gradient into like a light blue on the outside? And then like little trying to think, would little yellow speckles look cute or would it look like it's diseased? But like the petals could look a little pointy at the end, so it could look a little more like a star. That would be cute. Invasives of a sad girl for growing everything. Yes, the new star flower is an invasive species and everybody knows it. Blurple petals, exactly. Blurple takeover, honestly. I think more people need to appreciate the godliness that is Blurple. I am so tired, my god. But yes, Blurple, gradient, maybe with some yellow somewhere, or maybe that'll just be the pollen with some pointed tips. And can flowers be naturally sparkly? I'll make them naturally sparkly. Have a little natural sparkle in them. Perfect. All right. Ooh, this is a question about you guys. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Is there something big or small you genuinely wish we as an interactive audience did more or didn't do as much that you maybe haven't talked about much? Let me think. Is there anything that I wish you guys would do or not do? To be or not to be? That is the question. More super chats gifted. Now look, I won't lie and say like, oh, you guys like I appreciate them. I appreciate when you guys throw your money at me. And I won't lie, I'll say that it does make me very happy when that happens, but I don't want you guys to feel pressured to like give me money and stuff, because like that is not my place. It's your money. If you'd like to spend it on me, that is perfectly fine, but please take care of yourselves first. But yeah, I do get happy when I see those super chats. Hey, it is a very exciting thing when it happens, I will admit that. I can do that. I know you can, Nova. It's not a matter of where you can or whether you should. I'm so impressed with the tracking of your face. Oh, thank you. Yes, my papa did a very wonderful job with the rig. And then I did a couple adjustments myself. The one thing I will say is my bangs kind of get in the way sometimes. So sometimes when I'm trying to wink, it looks like it'll look like I'm trying, and it's just like my eyes twitching. So I think I have to trim my bangs again. Or get a headband. I had a headband and I don't know where they went. I lost everything in the move. Everything is just scrambled about. I honestly feel like the gifted memberships are a bit excessive at times. Maybe you think differently. It depends. Like, I will say it is exciting when I see like, 50 gifted memberships. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys. But at the end of the day, I know like everybody that's gotten those gifted memberships, more likely than not, they're not gonna renew them. They're just gonna, oh cool, I have a membership for this random star girl, cool. And then they'll just kind of let it run out, which is fine. I do that too when I get like a membership, because I'm like, it's cool to get and see like it's kind of like a trial run for what kind of membership content that the creator has. But if I'm not feeling obligated to, renew it, then I'm just gonna be like, no, I'll just let it run out. But I hope one day, as I continue to grow as a creator, I will get more memberships joining in of their own accord. That'd be nice if people like they just see my content and they're like, okay, yeah, you know what, I do want to support this creator a bit more. And then I can do it like every month with a membership, and I can spam emotes and stuff and things like that, But of course, that's up to those people if they want to do it or not. And the fact that I've already got people that want to do that in any way, shape, or form is crazy. So, as for super chats, I'd rather donate in ways that don't take 30% cut. I know. Like, super chats are exciting because, like, you see like the big red bar and you see like the messages or whatever. Like, it's fun when you see like that, but it is kind of inconvenient because it does take a cut, especially if you're like on like mobile or whatever. Like I know what is it? I know for at least through iOS, through the Apple Store, if you're super chatting through YouTube, the Apple Store is going to take a cut from like the YouTube app, so there's even less money that's going to your fave streamer, which is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Any support is support. I'm just gonna keep saying support. But that's also why I do have a Ko-fi. If you see the linky link right down in the corner there, If you go to my Ko-fi, I believe 100% of the tip goes to me. Don't quote me on that, but it's not a big cut like YouTube is. So yeah, I know. Apple's like, yeah, Apple, you do not need more money. Apple, you are good. You do not need more money, Apple. Be like the Arizona tea guy. He's the guy that won't raise his prices up above 99 cents. Cause he's like, why would I? Like, we own our IP, business is good. Why would I raise our prices for people that can't afford most other basic things? Like, what's the point? Be like the Arizona tea guy. He's a good guy. Business-wise, anyways. I don't know anything about him. I don't know how it happened, but someone gifted me a membership before I was even subbed. So you gained 1 subscriber at the very least. Ah! And then. Thank you. What's your name? Sane Heart or Say Heart? Say Heart? I don't know how to pronounce words. I'm sorry. Mercury. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the constellation, and welcome to the membership. As a gifted star taxpayer. Someone has paid your star tax this month. Good. Bad apple. Members are for more emotes. I do want to get more emotes. I do. Actually, now that you mention that, someone did mention that I had one of my emotes in twice. I don't even know how that happened, so I should fix that. Whoopsie. Hold on. I think it's this one. There we go. Okay. I think I got it. If you refresh. If you refresh. It should be good. Misspelling it was like Siegfried. Okay, so Sighart. Okay, there we go. I'll never refresh. How dare you? How dare you? I'm trying to help you here. Oh, Cults of the Cat Ears donated $5. Cat ear and cat tail toggle, please. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? What? I don't have a cat ear, cat tail toggle. What are you talking about? You need to get your eyes checked. I'm not sure about that one, dog. Hey, you said toggle. I'm gonna toggle the heck out of nothing. Although actually, speaking of emotes, let me open up something first. There we go. I need to show you guys something. Something. It's huge! Oh, let me shrink that down a little bit. So, I've been working with my, where am I gonna put this? I'll put it right here. I've been working with my emo artist Zevi because if you've seen on Twitter, they took away likes and people decided to spam the Wii Plaza. What is it called? Miiverse? I don't know. There was a button that was just like, yeah. So I wanted to join in on that. So eventually this is gonna get added in at some point. I just need to get the assets that are like fully split and everything, and there will be mascot versions. But you too can go. Yeah. I wanted to look as goofy as possible. Like, look at this little face. Look at how silly his little face is. I love circle plushies. They're so cute. Yeah. Sounds exactly like that. If you ever put this in chat, it's gonna sound like yeah. So yes, look out for that. Look out for that indeed. Could be a new sub alert. Ooh, it could be. Could be indeed. Ooh. 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 All right. The time of stream has come. For those of you who are unaware, I have very finicky sinuses, and when I talk a lot, they get very stuffed up. So I must blow my nose. And no, I'm not doing it unmuted. Ugh. All right, someone better. Oh, you do not want to hear my nose blowing unmuted. It's disgusting. Like, it's so bad. Like, I start choking. It's bad. Like, you don't want to hear it. I'm gonna sound like I'm dying, not in a good way. Is there a good way you can sound like you're dying? It doesn't sound good. It just doesn't sound good. Whatever you're imagining, it's so much worse. Anyways. Okay, before I move on, is there anything else? Anything else? Big or small, Jen wishes and in fact, honest did more, didn't do as much that you maybe haven't talked about much. I guess there's one little thing, which isn't a super big thing, but it always makes you just a tiny bit anxious. So there's a rule in my like a chat rule in my description. It's like I won't respond to people that are like saying, oh, you should play this game or you should do this game, and sometimes it'll come up like as part of like the conversation, just because, you know, like I'm talking about a game and then you're like, oh, you should play this or whatever, or you do it as like a little joke, and like I totally get that, but I had a bad experience with it was actually with a former member, or not former member, but a former Constellation member, who basically, they gifted me a game on Throne, and then I played it a few times. It wasn't really my thing, but I was like, if I'll play it on my own time, or like at my own pace, and like when I decide to come back to it, then I will, but I won't like push myself to play something I don't want to, because I said this in my interview with Eric Lloyd, but you guys are pretty perceptive when I'm like not enjoying myself. Like, you can tell. You can tell when I'm like trying to push myself to enjoy like a game that I'm like not really feeling. So I didn't want to really bring that vibe to the streams if I was like playing it just for the sake of playing it. So I was like, okay, when I'm feeling in the mood to play this game, I will play it. And this person would message me nonstop in chat, being like, when are you gonna play this game again? When are you planning to play again? You haven't played this game in like so long. When are you gonna play it again? And even when I was playing it, they would just backseat the entire time. It was infuriating. And it got to a point where, yeah, I really haven't talked about this before, but it got to a point where they had messaged me over Twitter and basically they were guilt tripping me about why I wasn't playing this game. It's like, I paid money to like send you this game and you don't even play it, like what blah 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 blah. It was like, it gave me a little bit of anxiety. So if you guys were here for that time when I was, I think it was a Call of the Land stream, and before that I was talking about like, you know, setting more boundaries, and I started crying because I was really like anxious. Yeah, that literally happened like days before that stream, and I ended up banning the person. I blocked them. It was a whole thing. I was not having fun with that. That's why that rule was added. And yeah, so honestly, like if I see like a message saying like, oh, like, you should play this stream or play this game or whatever, like I'm not gonna hold it against you, because most likely you don't know, or you're just like, you're new, you're just like, oh, like really excited, it's like, you should play this, like my favorite game or whatever. Like maybe like I might acknowledge it if it's part of like our conversation, but in most cases, especially if it's just like a YouTube comment, I'm not gonna acknowledge it unless I specifically ask for a game to play. I'm not gonna acknowledge it. So yeah. Trauma dumping with stories. But yeah, that was probably like my least favorite thing that's happened so far as a VTuber. Like honestly, it could be so much worse, but that doesn't mean that wasn't bad. Like I was scared. I mentioned it to my friends as well, and they were like, girl, like that's like, this dude's like really parasocial with you, like this is bad. And I'm like, oh, I okay. Ah! So so yeah, I know it's amazing how shitty some people can be. Yeah, I don't understand what goes through their heads. Like that's why I don't want to be like, oh, like pay me like this money and I'll do this thing, because like that gives like this false impression of, oh, because I gave you money, I am obligated for something from you in return. And apart from like, you know, me streaming and creating content for you guys, that's not the point of why I'm here. I'm not here to do like transactional favors or things in return for you guys giving me money. But yeah, like I'm just here to be your silly little guy. So yeah. Broyo coming in with the the key smash. Welcome. I participated in that for a bit once recently and still feel kind of bad. No, it's okay. I know there was a little bit that was going on there, and that was kind of funny. But yeah, I feel like mostly, like mainly in the future, I don't really want that to happen, just because it's just not something I really want to deal with. Yeah. Oh, and Canty, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I'm not muted. What are you talking about? I made sure I unmuted after I blew my nose, okay? But also, 1984 was an interesting book. I also read that in 11th grade. In English class. Very messed up, but also a little too realistic, especially with today. Things that are happening today. Yikes. Yeah, like how effed up does your head have to be to think you get anything out of guilt tripping someone's content? And you think he'd enjoy watching if he forced you into it? Yeah. I don't know. It was... Yeah. I will never know. And I think part of like, you know, getting past feeling guilty about everything was just the fact that, like, you know, I decided that I just wouldn't think about it anymore because I wouldn't get any answers. And even if I, like, you know, for whatever reason would be like, hey, like, why are you acting like this? Like, why should I subject myself to that when I'm just doing this? I'm doing this for fun and maybe a tiny bit of profit, little bit of profit. But like I'm mostly doing this just for fun. Like everything that I do is because I find it fun. And maybe out of some slight obligation, but only because, you know, I feel like you guys deserve it. But yeah, I'm not gonna do something that I don't find fun. So yeah, anyways. How am I doing? I am doing all right. I'm doing quite well. I've got my drinks. I've got my leftover dinner from last night. I am just vibing with y'all. It's been a wonderful time. Yeah. All right. Let's go on to the next question. I believe it's this one. Do you usually remember your dreams and what are they generally like? Let me think. Do I remember? Okay, first part of the question. Do I usually remember my dreams? I remember the vibes of my dreams mostly, and maybe certain like parts, but I can't recall to you an entire dream. Like, if I could, that'd be crazy. But like, there are certain parts, like actually I was just thinking about, I had the weirdest dream last night. I had such a weird dream last night. I don't even know like what actually was happening, but like I was at like a party and there was like cake and there was like, I was just really excited about the cake, but then my brothers came to pick me up like at 6 p.m. and like everybody at the party messaged me was like, Stories, why did you leave? And I'm like, I don't know. This is so weird. I was like, what's happening? So, like, if it was something like that, then I can recall a little bit, but like, otherwise, I'm just like, yeah, that dream made me feel a certain way, and I don't know why or how, but like, it was weird. And what are they generally like? Strange. Strange. They're mostly like, what would Story's life be like if she was actually social and talked to people and went outside and, you know, did things. Sometimes they're about me interacting with characters, but they're like very out of character. They're very like not themselves. They look like them, but they're not, they don't act like them. And some are just like incomprehensible. Like it's like like retelling something that happened in my life, and then it's just like, what is happening? That's not what happened. This isn't what happened. This is not how it happened. This is not why it happened. You don't write your dreams when you really like the dream? No, because I don't remember them. Like, I wake up thinking like, oh, that was a good dream because I had like the good feelings of a good dream. But then I'm like, what happened? I don't even remember what happened. So, yeah. You having fun is basically the reason we keep showing up. Oh, yay, I'm glad. Does she dream of being a star? If I have, I don't remember. Oh, excuse me. Although I feel like the dream I had last night was somewhat VTuber related, but like it was like real life, but also VTuber related. I don't know. I just know I was Stories in the dream. I was me in the dream. But like, I don't know, it was weird. You had a dream for the first time? Whoa! I've heard about that though. Like some people will just like, they don't dream. They just go into like, they sleep and there's like complete like darkness. Nothing happens. And they wake up and they're like, I'm awake. I slept, now I'm awake. But yeah, that's interesting. Oh, like a melatonin gummy? I've been thinking about taking those. It's like, I mean, I'm a pretty good sleeper, but I mean, as you can tell, I'm still pretty tired. So like, I feel like I need to up the quality of my sleep. Like not going to bed at 1 a.m. accidentally. Several times a day. Several times a week! Oh, excuse me. Yeah, what if Stories was an extrovert? The world, what if Stories was not only an extrovert but did not have anxieties? She would be a whole different beast. She would just be collabing left and right. She'd be organizing like events. She'd probably be a famous actress. Oh man. Alternate reality, what Stories talk to people? I was gonna say like, but you guys are people, but then I see Nova's comment right next. What? Yeah, what if? I mean, we're not people. You're not people. What do you mean you're not people? Have I been talking to like figments of my imagination this whole time? Have figments of my imagination been paid to watch me talk to myself? Oh no! Oh no! We're in the worst timeline. Yikes! Oh, excuse me! Oh my goodness! Oh, big stretch. All right. I've had 2 dreams that I was involved in. One, I was just in the background, one was a general I did not realize when I created that sticker that would cause such a distressing rift in the space-time continuum. Like, my god. The world changed when Wormhole was created. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. You have to wake up. It's been a decade. Ma'am, you've just woken up and it's the year 2024. Oh boy, yeah, I can't wait to go online and talk to my constellation members. Ma'am, with all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh man. Alright, let's move on to the next question. If you were to go on tour and got to choose 5 locations to perform, where would you go? Ooh. Oh, yeah, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Welcome. Yeah. What's our fan name? You guys are the Constellation. I've been thinking about like individual names for you guys. I have 2 mascots. I've shown them off before, but should I? Where are they? Where are the little guys? Where are the little guys? Hold on. Where are you guys? Where are you guys? There we go. There we go. There you guys are. Hold on, let me shift over. There. There you guys are. Whee! Just there we go. It's you guys. It's the constellation members. So there's a cow and there's a manta ray. And you guys are so cute. So cute. Look at that. They're just little guys. But yeah, so I'm thinking of like names for you guys. One of them I thought of was the Milky Way. Like the Milky Way, but Milky Way. And then the other one was the Cosmos. The Cosmos and Milky Ways, all part of the constellation. I just think that's so cute. So cute. All right, let me readjust back to where I was. There we go. There we go. All this. There we go. Okay. Can you throw the raid like a frisbee? See if it come back like a boomerang. Absolutely. Yay! Yes, you guys are so adorable. You're so squish. You're so squish. So cute. Oh, big stretch again. Oh man, that's a lot. It's a lot of work being a star girl and answering questions on the internet. Wouldn't you know? Okay, speaking of questions, where would I go if I had 5 locations I could choose for a tour? That's a good question. There's a lot of places to travel. All right, take care. Have a great time at the store. And thank you for dropping by. The cow's in the name, Milky Ways. There's just an underlying theme of star milk. Ew, gross. Okay, but tour locations. I mean, I feel like Tokyo would be one. Although, I don't know if anybody would see me in Tokyo. Oh, come out to watch me in Tokyo. There's so many idols in Tokyo that are trying to make it big. Like, I remember when I went there, this was like back in 2019 I went, and we were in like this, me and my one friend, Yuki, we were in, I don't even know, we were in some kind of store, but there was a back room where there was like this girl that was performing on stage. Like, it was a really tiny stage, but there was like a group of maybe like 10-15 people that were in the back, and they were like, you know, cheering along with her. She was singing and dancing, and like that was just one of like the idols that like I was seeing during that trip. There's a lot of people that are trying to make it big. It was like big. A lot of people are trying to make it big, or they're just like performing as an idol in a small location. I thought that was really cool. It's like, I don't think I could compete. I don't have that same work ethic. But if I were able to tour and go to Japan, that would be pretty cool. Another place. I want to maybe go to Ireland. Ireland, I went during my 2022 vacation. It was nice. Like, it was a very, very nice place to visit. I will say most of the time I was feeling a little travel sick, but that's because we were traveling by car basically the entire time. Not smart planning on my part, but I digress. The actual locations that we went to were very charming, very cool. I'd love to go back and see if the Irish like a little bit of Stories of Stars. Where else? Australia. Oh my god, I've been wanting to go to Australia for so freaking long. Like, I feel like it'd be so fun to go down there and just be like, hey, I maybe understand half of what you're saying, but a part of it is I can't understand the accent. Another part is just like, there's so much lingo that I don't understand, even though you're speaking English. It'd be so fun. Plus, I hear that their coffee's really good, and just like, everything's really good. I mean, apart from like, you know, all the spiders and other animals and stuff, but I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out. Please come to Brazil. I can't tell if that's a joke or not anymore. Do I even know anything about Brazil? I don't know. Trying to think. What's in Brazil? I'm sure there's a lot of things in Brazil, but I honestly just haven't looked into Brazil ever for some reason. Well, now I gotta go to Brazil because I've just flaunted my ignorance about what Brazil has. Oopsie. And lastly, where would I go? Oh, actually, you know what would be a cool place to visit? New Zealand. I have a friend that lives in New Zealand, and like they keep showing me all these like pictures of like pretty lakes and ducks and things and gardens. And I think it'd be nice to check it out. Yeah. So yeah. Tokyo. What else did I say? Ireland, Australia. Brazil and New Zealand. Also maybe somewhere in the UK too. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. Like, wait, hold on. Not the UK. No, sorry, not the UK. Maybe Britain. Somewhere in Britain, because apparently those two are not a thing anymore. Those things are somewhat separated now. Because I'm like, wait a minute, isn't Ireland technically part of the UK? But anyways. Next question. How do I feel about Cthulhu? I would fist fight Cthulhu in the Denny's parking lot. Yeah, fight me, Cthulhu. If you dare. Next question. If I got to name an asterism, what would you choose? Ooh. Now, an asterism is what I believe it's like a constellation, but it's not like a fully like constellation type thing. It's like what the Big Dipper is. I believe. It's like a collection of stars, but it's not like officially a constellation, but it's like pretty well known that people mistake it for a constellation. Let's see. What would I name an asterism? Now I'm just thinking of like what how can I take the word asterism and make it into another Stories of Stars type wording naming? What's I'm trying to think. What's a word that starts with the letter A that relates to stories, novels, articles of asterisks? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, this is stupid. Okay, serious answer. What would I name an asterism? I guess it would depend on what it's supposed to be shaped like. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper, the tails and the hind end of Ursa Major and Minor. Yes, so they're parts of bigger constellations, but those many parts, the asterisms, are very well known that they get mistaken for actual constellations. Atlas of asterisms? Ooh, okay. That makes me sound like, that'd be really smart. Very like knowledgeable. I'm not very knowledgeable. I'm so knowledgy. Oh no. Yikes. All right, so Atlas of Asterisms, it looks like a book. All right, next one. All right, actually, before we go to the next one, I am just gonna take a quick old break. I will be right back. So take this time to get some water, stretch your legs, unclench your jaw, just roll your shoulders back. Yeah, I'll be right back. All right, I see we're talking about how talking to people should just be phased out. You know what? I support that. I support that. Talking's overrated. I say as I'm talking to you guys right now. Oh, this is fun talking though. This is fun talking. Work talking should be like outlawed. Well, I'm just gonna shift myself a little bit. There we go. 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 Okay, there we go. Yes, I'm back. Yeah. All right. So, oh, and I'm already on again. Oh my goodness. I'm back. Oh, that. What happened here? It's not centered on my face. What happened? Oh well, whatever. Let's get comfy. So, what question was I on? Yes, question. Okay. So this is the next question that we got. If I could change any one thing about myself immediately, what would that be? Now, ironic that I was just talking about, talking's overrated, but like, kind of in the same vein, I wish I could be more assertive, more strong with like what I like and what I don't like, what I prefer, my boundaries, things like that. If I could be a bit more assertive in that kind of aspect, then I feel like I wouldn't be put in as many awkward situations, because then I could just be like, I don't like this. I'm not gonna do that. And I feel like that would help me in all aspects of my life. Because what I tend to do sometimes when I'm like not super comfortable about something, or if I don't really want to do something, I'll be like, well, I mean, like, it's not my favorite thing, but like, I guess I could do it. Like, I don't outright say like, no, I don't want to do, or no, I don't like this. Like, because I'm worried about how people will perceive me and how their opinions of me will change and blah, 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 blah. Like, but like, I need to start caring less, and I have been starting to care less, but it's still at a point where it still bothers me, so. Here's stories, let's practice, tell us off. I know what you're trying to do, Mr. Bilkman Jones. I don't think that's gonna happen. Assertive stars are hot. I mean, I think all stars are hot in any way, shape, or form, because they burn in balls of gas. They are fire. They are literally fire. All because of the star thing, nothing to do with the. Absolutely not. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring it back to one of the first questions, one of the earlier questions. If there's something that I wish the chat would do or not do as much, it just doesn't really happen that often. But I find in the very like off occasion, like someone will mention something like, oh, like like what would be an example? Like something that's very like like sexually coded or something like that, or somewhat like something that like people that like do like lewd content that like mention something that has to do with that, and I'm like, not really my thing. Like that whole thing that was going on when people were like, oh, they're such a bottom, like, oh, like they have top energy. It's like, if you call me any of those, I'm gonna eat your kneecaps. And I think you want to keep your kneecaps, so don't call me that. I'm just not really comfortable with that sort of thing, because it's like, one, it's not really part of my brand or what I do. Why are you coming in here being like, thinking immediately about like, you know, what sexual position I would be in hypothetically? It's like, what are you doing? I am playing Stardew Valley. Touch some grass, please. But another thing is just like, even if even if that was like my content, that still just feels a little uncomfortable to like talk about, even if like I'm super open with it. But I'm not. That's just not something that, it's not my vibe. I know about stuff, I just don't really want to talk about it. So I guess a big thing is like, I always have a fear of being like sexualized when I don't want to be sexualized. Like, I mean, like if you find me like, you know, appealing in that way, like sure, that's fine. But to be like constantly bombarded with it, I've seen people have to deal with that, and that's one of my fears. Like, I don't want that to happen to me. Yeah, innuendos, that's another thing. Like, I mean, I don't mind innuendos. I'll crack a joke here and there, but if it takes over the conversation, I get a little bit uncomfortable. It's like, okay, it's time to veer this back over here. You know? And like, yeah, as I mentioned, I'm not here for the girlfriend experience. I'm a silly little guy. I'm not here to be your internet girlfriend. I am here to be a weird ass streamer for your entertainment. But yeah, was I gonna say anything else? Yeah, like, what else is there? Like, this hasn't happened. I think like the one time it did happen was like when my model got revealed, but I thought it was really funny when it happened. Like, obviously, hold on, let me, as you can see, there is nothing here. The most physics I have are with the star danglies, which I wanted. That is what I wanted. But I always feel like there's this thing that's going on. It's like, either it's like, oh my gosh, the booba, or oh my gosh, flat. Like, I don't think it needs to be that big of a thing. Like, if the streamer wants it to be, that's fine. But I personally, I don't really want to draw attention to it, maybe aside from this as a way of being informative, but I don't really want that to be like a thing. Like, even if like sometime in the future, maybe if there is a little something here in the chestular area. No, that was gross. But even if there is something here, like, I don't want that to be a big deal, because it's just like, yeah, they're boobs. What of it? Like, whether the fact they're there or not, that doesn't change anything about me. I'm still a heathen. Like, I don't want that to be like a big turning point, being like, oh my gosh, she has boobs now, or oh my gosh, she has nothing. Like she's as flat as a board. Like, I don't care about that. I don't want that to be like a big talking point about me. Like, this is me. If you like it, sure. If you're not for it, whatever. If it changes in the future, that's my prerogative. I'm glad you guys you guys are poking fun at the horrendous word I just said. That's not even a word. Chestular. What is it? Oh, I can't. Yikes. You enjoy how wholesome the streams are, though, with minor cussing? Fuck yeah! I think that's probably like the most vulgar I usually get, is with swearing. But I'm pretty, like, I'll pepper them in occasionally, just so YouTube doesn't think I'm a child. Not that YouTube has thought I'm a child, but, you know, keep precautions safe, you know. Especially since I don't have boobs. They're like, what's this child doing streaming on the internet? It's like, no, I'm not! I'm not a child, please! Ah. I hope some light boundary pushing is okay if we rebound immediately. You're still in control. Not if you kind of put it like that, I'm okay with that. I think as long I think my big fear is like people like push boundaries and then I push back and then they don't like that and they leave because you know foundational trauma from elementary school. Woohoo! But yeah, but as long as like you know we kind of establish so like yeah you can push boundaries a little bit as long as I can be like no we're shutting that down. That's fine. Like you guys can say you could like I don't want to say you can say anything, but you can say what you want as long as you know that I can say what I want in return. So yeah. Whoa, stories language. No. I don't know what I said no to. Gotta keep the stream PG-13. Exactly. Gotta keep it at that level YouTube friendly streaming rating. So it's not like, oh, this is child's content, but oh, it's 18 plus content and now we have to restrict your. It's a very weird line that they put for like the rating system because it's like YouTube's already like a 13 plus like website, but now there's like, oh, if it's like if they consider it child's content, then you can't comment on it or put it like if you're on mobile, you can't bring the video down to be like background play or whatever. It has to be like the main video you're watching, which it's like there's kids YouTube for a reason. Like I don't understand why it has to be on the main platform. So I don't know. It's silly, but they got in trouble with like the COPPA rule or whatever. So just trying to cover their ass, I suppose. Two-way communication for the win. Yeah, let's go. Two-way communication. Although I will say in that vein of like communication, like I really appreciate when new people come into the chat and they're excited to be here and stuff. But when I see them like, you know, maybe they break a rule that they don't fully know yet. Sometimes I get like a little nervous to be like pointing it out. It's like, just keep the chat on topic, please. Like you can hear it in my voice. I'm like kind of like not really wanting to say it, but I know I need to say it. But then I see some of y'all like reminding people in chat like, hey, let's not do this, or let's just keep it on topic, or let's just move on from this. I appreciate that. Thank you. I feel like in situations like that, like I should maybe think about getting like moderators, but I'm lazy. I don't want to open up like mod applications and then look through things and have to like, you know, it's like being an employer. I don't know if I want to do that yet. I'm lazy. But you know, as the constellation grows, I feel like that might be a necessity in the near/distant future. So we'll see. All right, next question. Do you generally let me try that again. Do you generally feel grown up? Do you get moments that especially make you feel that way, or ones that make you realize you're not as much as you would like? Well, that's a good question. The first part though, do I generally feel grown up? For the most part, no. I still feel like there's a lot of growing up I have left to do, which I mean, I have the rest of my star life here on Earth to do that growing up. So you know what? I'm cool with that. But I guess, do I get moments that especially make you feel that way? If they make me feel grown up, I guess one of them would be moving out, because like that's a pretty big step in one's life, is moving out from their parents' house and starting their own life, being responsible for their own everything. I mean, I'm not fully responsible for everything just yet because I'm living with my brother. He deals with a lot of like the big stuff with like, you know, like the rent and like, I mean, I pay the rent, but he's like in contact with like our landlords and the bills and everything. And like my parents still have like, I'm still part of our family plan for our cell phones. And my mom still owns my car technically. So I don't have the full grown-up experience just yet. but this has definitely been a huge step, and you know, feeling like I'm taking some control of my life as a star adult. So but yeah, sometimes like especially when I'm talking like with like my coworkers, like they are like either around the presumed age of myself or younger. So like one of my coworkers, she recently she recently let us know that she's pregnant on her second child. And then my manager, she's like several years, well, not several, but she's like a few years younger than me, and like she talks about like all these like things that she's like had to deal with, and I'm like, girl. What? Like, I feel like there's so much that I thankfully have not had to deal with because like of my upbringing, but it also feels like I'm very underprepared to do stuff on my own because I don't know how to like fully deal with it, or like I haven't experienced those types of things just because it hasn't happened to me yet in like that way, like, you know. But yeah. The moments when I say I need an adult and realize, oh shit, I am the adult. Mood, absolutely mood. Oh my god. Ever since I got into university, I'm just like, oh god, I can't be an adult. I'm not an adult. What the heck is happening here? Oh. I guess there's another moment that made me feel a little bit more grown up, was when I finally decided to take hold of my mental health, because I was pretty miserable in 2022. Just, you know, actually throughout like since 2020 and then onwards, the pandemic really just brought everything down, and I was like an anxious mess. It was bad because like I was working a food job. I was in a food serving job. Ooh, I guess I can maybe I can name drop. I can name drop which establishment I was at, because it's members only, okay? Yeah, so for 4 years, I worked at a small mom and pop establishment called Chipotle. Yeah, I worked at Chipotle for 4 years. Oh my god, it was a time. But yeah, since like 2020, the pandemic just made things so much worse, because I had to leave the house every single day. And like literally, I was the only one in my family at that time was leaving the house, because everybody else either like their jobs got suspended or they were working from home. So I was like getting on a bus every single day to and from work to serve people through like Uber Eats and DoorDash, and speak to like rude ass customers that were also equally as anxious as we were, but they were just very, very rude. Like the pandemic made people so much ruder. Oh, it was awful. And I was just so stressed because nobody in my family understood what I was going through, because I was the only one going out for work. And like I remember my dad had told me, he's like, oh, like, you know, people like would be like really lucky to, like, you know, to go out to like work and everything, like, and I understand that stance, but the fact that I was having to go out every day despite things getting worse, like, I would have been happy to stay home, honestly. People that are like, oh, like, I hate staying at home, I started getting like, you know, like stir crazy, I couldn't stand it. I'm like, I wish I could know what that was like. Like, I'm sure that was bad, but I don't know what that's like, because I had to go outside every single day and talk to people every single day. I had to carry a letter around from like my work. Like, I never had to show it off, but I had to carry a letter just in case the police pulled me over and asked what I was doing outside of quarantine, out of lockdown. Like, that's crazy. Because they were at the time, like, that was during the time where it's like nobody was supposed to leave their house, and the only people that could were, you know, like mandatory workers, like you know, people in healthcare, people in like food service jobs. So yeah, that was yeah, that was a time. So when I finally quit that job and then just proceeded to drop out of college when I did drop that job. And then I got my new job at my first office job. Technically not like an office job, but it was an office of sorts. I was just feeling very, very down about myself. I felt like something was wrong. Something was off. I wasn't sure what it was, but I knew something was off. So I started going back to therapy, and then I mustered up the courage to get some psychoeducational testing with a psychiatrist. Found out about, my official diagnosis of my anxiety and depression and my math dyslexia, basically. What was it called? The specified disorder in mathematics. Very fancy title for you suck at math. You cannot process the numbers, which I was like, no shit. But I'm glad I finally found out about this. But I wish I knew about this when I was in school, because that would have made things a little bit easier. But I digress. So being able to take hold of that, because of not being able to before, feeling like I was super powerless. And I mean, it was a little expensive, but I'm glad I was able to finally get some answers about some stuff. I feel like there's maybe still a little bit that maybe might need to be uncovered. I'm not too sure. As I've seen some comments, people y'all sometimes think I have ADHD, and I'm like, I did actually go into that testing thinking that might be the case. They said that I didn't, but it's also like girls don't get diagnosed as easily as boys do because of the way that they present their symptoms and stuff. So who knows? But officially, I do not have a diagnosis of ADHD or anything else like that. But yeah. But yeah, any other moments that make me feel like I'm not as much grown up? Basically the rest of my life. I really feel like there's still so much growing up I have to do, and there's a lot more time for me to learn it. So another star birthday will come and go, and hopefully I will learn some more things. Yeah. Just taking one day at a time, because adulting can be tough. Yep, adulting can be tough. Oh, which is why I like streaming so much, because I feel like for the most part, I'm in control. I can do things the way I want to. I can go at my own pace, and if I'm not having a good time, I can step away from it. But it's a nice place to go and chat with people that that like being in my presence, and I like being in their presence, and we just kind of chill and have fun. It's a nice environment shift from just the rambunctiousness of everyday life. Yeah. Dyscalcula. Despite everything, I'm really surprised I didn't get diagnosed with dyslexia or anything. Because you guys know how bad I am at speaking and reading, but maybe that's just a me problem. That's just me. Just have to accept that this is just who I am. Oh man. So, all right, next question. If I could have one thing back that you lost in any sense of the word, what would it be? If I could have anything back that I lost, any one thing that I've lost, what would it be? That's a good question. I mean, I've lost several things. Like, both in, like, the, oh, I just misplaced it, and, oh, like, someone or something important in my life has passed on. But I know for a fact that, like, as much as I miss those that have moved on from this mortal life, I wouldn't want them to come back. Not because I wouldn't want to see them again, but because they've already passed on. And, you know, thinking of, like, oh, what if they came back? That's just not a possibility. I don't want to entertain the what ifs of someone from the dead returning back, because that's just not what happens in life. So, and we've all done, like, all of our mourning. We've accepted and moved on, come at peace, come to terms with how these people have moved on, and in various ways through, like, you know, old age or tragic incidences. So yeah. So it wouldn't be a person coming back, a person or an animal or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that I would that means a lot to me that I'd want to come back. I'm trying to think. Might also be a quality of yourself that went away over time. Ooh, wait, I got it. I guess the one thing that I would wish for would be to come back would be the passion that I had for singing before I lost my confidence in it. Because as I mentioned, I used to do cover songs a lot. It was like my main thing back in the day, and I wouldn't say I was great, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I was super excited to, like, record things and, you know, try my hand out at different songs and stuff. But in my last year of university, I started to hate the way I sang and how I sounded, because I couldn't, for whatever reason, no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't sound the way I wanted to. And it got to a point where I was just like, I'm not having fun with this anymore. Why am I doing this? So I just kind of, I felt defeated, I guess. But slowly but surely I have started to rebuild my confidence, but I know it probably won't be ever the same as it was back then, which hurts a little bit, but you know, life happens. And, you know, as I keep working on myself and growing and, you know, improving, not just as a singing, but, you know, myself as a person, maybe I'll learn to, you know, appreciate my voice for what it is, despite the things that I can't do with it, and enjoy what I can do with it. So, yeah. Oh, excuse me. La 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 la. Yeah, I do appreciate that you guys do really like my voice. Like, excuse me. Like, I've had, like, you know, a slight bit of a complex over it, because, like, it's, how would I describe it? I mean, I've had people ask me, like, online, like, not in person, but I've had people online, like, question, like, oh, is this a boy or a girl? Which is kind of funny, because I'm like, hey, I've confused the messes. But it's also like, you listen to me and you wouldn't think, like, oh, this is a cute girl, you know? Like, because, you know, like, how would I say it? Like, there are so many different types of, like, entertainers and VTubers out there that, like, have different types of voices and everything. But it's always like, you know, the stereotypical like high cutesy feminine voice that people like to, you know, push as like, oh, this is like what's popular, this is the narrative, yada yada yada. And I definitely don't have that. I mean, I can change my voice to sound like that, but it's not what I sound like all the time. That's not my natural voice. Because, you know, that's this is how I sound naturally. And like, especially like the one short with like the Mari ASMR that I did, there were so many comments that were just like, whoa, the voice changed from like, I'm going like this to this. Like, people are not, people don't expect it, which, I mean, I understand, but I'm also like, I just wish there was like more opportunity for voices like this to be seen as like, oh, this is like another, like, this doesn't have to be like the one and only voice that people like. There can be like other like types of voices that can be seen as like, you know, appealing, and like, especially in like, you know, in the mainstream, in like what would be, you know, the stereotypical, like, but it doesn't have to be stereotypical. It can just be like, anything can sound good if you like it, and even if it doesn't sound like what would be the typical, then like that's fine, you know? And, you know, to a certain extent it is like that. There are like a lot of different types of like creators out there that have like, you know, pushed the narrative a bit to be like, yeah, I don't have to sound like everybody else. I can sound the way I heckin' want to. But, you know, there's still that narrative that they're not sounding the way that everybody else is sounding, because there's still that stereotype, that narrative, that standard that exists that people would technically try to, you know, want to expect. But, you know, I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. So, your voice has a husk to it. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can kind of see that. It's interesting. I find like, when I'm talking like in like my my customer service voice, my voice goes up higher. It's like, oh, hello, how can I help you? What is it that you need? Like it isn't like this. I feel like it was like, my voice is like naturally like just lower in my throat, like into like my chest. My chest. Oh, that's funny. It's got rasp? Does my voice actually have a rasp to it? Oh, that's interesting. Because another complex I have with my voice is that I find it's really boring. Like, it's not interesting. My voice just sounds like this, and that's it. Like, there's nothing cool or interesting about it. Like, usually with like those that have like a really low voice, sometimes they'll have like a nice smooth tone, or like a little bit of rasp to it, or something interesting that really draws you in. And like, I feel like I don't have that. Obviously, I'm being proven wrong, but that's another thing that's been a complex of mine. Is that just my voice sounds boring. So, yeah. Audiobook web. Oh god. I mean, I guess I could like take breaks in between to blow my nose, because I'll need really big font to be able to follow the words. So I don't lose my place. Oh man, the audiobook reading would just take me like a week at least, the bare minimum. Oh man. Excuse me. Where's more coffee? I think I'm out of coffee. No, I'm out of coffee. No! I'll have to make myself some more coffee. Later. I'll do it later. Gender is mind control. Yeah. Although I do feel like, especially like, you know, when novels is in the picture, I I wish I could bring my voice down a little bit lower to sound a little bit more masculine, because I just want to have that range. I want to have a higher range, and I just want to have a bigger range. I want to have a bigger vocal range. That's one of my goals. Oh my gosh. The janglies are nice, but they're not why we stay. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like, especially just like in VTubing and in entertainment in general, but I've noticed this a lot just within the VTubing sphere. Voice is a very big like insecurity that a lot of people have, because like, you know, apart from like the design, the voice is like the next most important thing for a VTuber, because that's how you communicate. And people, especially like newcomers that like, you know, they see your content, they hear your voice, if they don't care for how you speak, then they may not stay or stick around. And again, like some people feel like they have to sound a certain way, or they don't sound a certain way because of how they naturally talk, and then people aren't going to like that or whatever. And I get it, but you know, you will find your audience. You just gotta, I feel like mic quality over voice is a big thing, because like you can have like the best voice in the world, but if the audio quality isn't great, it doesn't matter. People are gonna be like, I don't know about this one. I mean, there will be some people that stick around, but having a nice microphone, like a decent quality microphone to hear everything and not be like, you know, blowing out your ears all the time, or just like having really crunchy audio, that's a good start, I think. So. I need more coffee. More coffee. More coffee with more toasted marshmallow syrup. The syrup. Yes, I found you and you found me. Wow. All right. Next question. Am I the kind of person who cries somewhat regularly because it just needs to happen, or only in response to specific things? Probably the latter. Like, I mean, sometimes I've had like, you know, like a really stressful day, and then or just a really stressful interaction, I just need to cry, but that's more in response to the thing happening. Like my emotions, I'm pretty I wear my heart on my sleeve like a good majority of the time. So my reactions with like crying and stuff, like they'll happen because like, you know, something has like touched me emotionally in a good or bad way, and I start to cry. I mean, there's probably been only like a few things in my life that I've like really kept to myself, and like, you know, sometimes like I'll get emotional over time because of those things. Like I thought about this too much and I just need to like get it out. But most of the time when I end up crying, it's because it's like an immediate reaction to something that's happened. So when the emotions are triggered, they are triggered. Indeed. Which is like, I've thought about getting like a crying toggle, but I'm like, you guys already know when I'm crying. Like maybe for like a bit I can pretend I'm crying, like you know, but maybe one day. All right, next question. What are your top 3 favorite songs at the moment? Do you listen to music a lot? Oh, I listen to music all the time. Like, to and from work, if I'm not listening to, like, someone talk about, like, random Reddit stories, I'm listening to my playlist that has literally everything. Like, I literally have a playlist. It's just called Everything, and I just put all of my music that I've ever listened to just in that playlist. So if I'm feeling like a certain thing, like if I'm like, oh yeah, it's a Mariana's Trench kind of day, I can listen to that. Or if it's a From Margot Novice kind of day, or Danafil Beats kind of day, or something like that. Or whatever else I randomly put in. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll listen to this. But yeah, I listen to music like all the time. All the time. It's a big part of my life. Absolutely. But my top 3 favorite songs at the moment? Ooh, I don't, that's a good question. I don't know if I have a top 3. I wonder if Spotify has like a ranking system. Like, what are the songs that I listen to the most? And then I can be like, yeah or nah. I think there's like, isn't there like a repeats thing or something? Listening history. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. I like one of these anime playlists that's just called Women of Anime. Hell yeah. Let's see. I thought there was a thing that's like, oh, you can see what you've been like listening to the most in recent days, but I don't, maybe they took that out. Oh, I can look at my top 2023 songs. Oh yeah. So this isn't current, but this was like my Spotify top 100 songs or whatever in 2023. The first one, Always Tied from Vanguard. Tempest Vanguard. Hell yeah. Then there's also The Last Resort by Gyroaxia. Hell yeah. Dead World. Good Times. Ooh, From All Time Low. That's a good song. That's a pretty good song. Blue Album by Argo Novice. Aidoru by Yoasobi. Something, I can't read kanji. Something Neuros from My First Story. Yeah, so there's a lot of like Nano, Argo Novice, from Argo. There's a song from Weaver called SOS. I wonder why I like that song. That'd be fun to do like a cover of that. Some Love Live stuff. Ooh, Teeth from 5 Seconds of Summer, 5 SOS. I wonder why I like that. Anything that just has to do with like SOS, I'm like, I'm here for it. Weaver with a V. Weaver. They're a Japanese band. I think they disbanded actually. Yeah, so some VTube stuff, some From Argo stuff, some Love Live, some extra random stuff. Yeah. There's a decent mix. There's some early 2000s pop punk rock. Some Vocaloid. It's a nice mix. Yeah, I don't know if I have like a favorite of anything right now, but I can tell when I'm like, I'm really vibing with the song. Like at one point I was like Stray Dash Start Dash was like all I would listen to. It's a good song though. It's a really good song. I hope we get more Stray Stride songs soon. We need that in our lives. Oh, yes, Suto! Actually, speaking of From Margot, I just saw that the event's ending in like less than 24 hours. I've barely played. I was like, oh, I should get the event Yamato, and I barely played. I feel so bad. Cause he's so cute. He's got a little raincoat and it's purple. It's cute. Well, I do wonder what the next event's gonna be. I know all the Argonavis characters, all the Argonavis band members, they're gonna get event cards soon. Sooner or later, because they've all had their gacha. If they get another gacha, I swear to God, I'm going to lose it. I didn't get Ren in the last event, and I'm still upset. I spent all of my gems, or all my diamonds to try and get him. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, I'm just very butthurt. Ren did not want to come home. I'm sad. RNG was not in my favor. So. That Ren event style was brutal. It was so brutal. Like, I don't know what about it was so brutal, but it just was. Like, my flabbers are gasted from how ridiculously insane that gacha was. I feel like there were so many Ren stands that did not get that card. Even though, like, they tried their damnedest to get that card, and no one got it. I mean, I saw a few people get it, but, like, there were so many more people that didn't. Like, even, like, some Ren super fans that, like, I follow, they didn't get the card. Like, that's insane. Because they would be saving up the entire time for this card, and still not get it. Like, that's... yeah. Anyways. Yeah, back to the question. I don't have a top 3 right now, but it very much changes, like, on a day-to-day basis, pretty much. So, all right, next question. Oh my God. No comment. I think my wormhole has shriveled up and died. Next question. Oh God. Can you give a quick rundown of your wardrobe? What kind of clothes do you go for on your day-to-day? Anything really extra in there? Anything you'd love to add to it? Well, let's just say my current wardrobe exists and consists of uniform for my work that I basically wear every single day, and a bunch of clothes that I do not wear anymore. But the clothes that I do end up wearing, they're very simple. I'm very much comfort over aesthetics. As I've said, I want comfort over aesthetics for you guys, and I want it for myself. Because, like, it doesn't matter how good I look. If I feel like I'm going to die, I am not gonna wear it. Like, there are so many cute things out there, but if they have, like, a choker or, like, things on my wrists or, like, anything that's, like, you know, too tight or doesn't allow me to move around as easily, I'm not gonna wear it. I'm just not. It's so funny because, like, I think my older brother used to be the exact same way. Like, he had never worn a pair of jeans in his life until they got to, like, high school, and then he, like, started wearing jeans. But me, I barely wear jeans anymore. I used to wear them all the time. I used to be wearing, like, you know, like flare jeans, bootcut jeans, skinny jeans. I used to wear jeans all the time. Now I'm like, catch me in a pair of joggers or sweatpants, please. Unless the jeans I'm wearing are basically like the leggings part of the jegging, you're not gonna catch me in them. I just like being comfy. It's kind of a necessity as well as, like, you know, just what I'm comfortable with. I just need to be comfortable. Otherwise it makes existing much harder. So, yeah, I have a very plain wardrobe. I have some cute things in there, like, I've got a couple dresses and things, but mostly it's just like plain things. Lots of black and white t-shirts, a couple graphic tees, a lot of sweatpants, a lot of joggers, socks. So, I'm very plain. I think the only thing extra I really have is, like, in the way of bags, because one, I have a bunch of Ida bags. Two, my friend Yuki, she loves to, like, give me, like, star related things, so she got me, like, this one, like, purse that was in the shape of a big gold star. And then when I was at Anime North, I got this this purse. It was like made by an independent designer that does a bunch of, like, different, like, bag designs and stuff. And I got it at the Nomonoichi, the flea market, secondhand type thing. But it's a blue star, and you can either wrap it around like a fanny pack, or you can use it like a backpack, or as like a over the shoulder type bag or something like that. It's very versatile. But yeah, it's super cute. And anything I'd love to add in, I don't know, like, maybe some more joggers. Maybe another cute dress or two, maybe? Because I find, like, I used to not wear dresses at all, because I'm like, I don't really like wearing dresses, or I didn't really like wearing dresses before, because it's like, it just felt like too feminine. I'm like, I don't really like it. But now I'm just like, oh, this is great. Now I don't have to wear pants. Or I just wear, like, little shorts underneath, because I'm not about that. Like, I'm not going out wearing a dress without wearing shorts. Like, that's just for my own, again, that's for my own comfort. But yeah, stories of tomboy. Honestly, like, apart from, like, my hair, my design is pretty tomboyish with a bit of cute flair to it. But yeah, I'm very much I'm a bit of a tomboy, I'd say, if we had to relate myself to anything. So, all right, next question. What have I been doing in recent days? Well, I have been slowly trying to unpack all of my stuff. It is not going well. There's still that same box that has been on the floor since last well, actually I was gonna say last month, but it's not July yet, so it's since the beginning of the month. It's been sitting here and has not budged, except for maybe me rummaging around and getting a couple things, but it's still just sitting there. I've been, going to work. I've been trying to take better care of myself, some self-care, exercising a little bit more, get a bit healthier, all that fun stuff. That's pretty much how it happened with AO dresses. That's too girly. Yo, I have to wear pants. Because sometimes you just don't want to wear pants. You're just lazy. You're just like, I just want to wear a really long shirt. And that's what a dress is. So, yeah. It's for convenience over anything. I've been getting, I got my setup all set up. Getting back into the swing of things with more streams. And what else? Anything else I've been doing recently? Yeah, just kind of nothing too exciting. Just kind of, living, living my best life to the best of my abilities. My best star life. Yeah. Oh, the saddest dude! Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Lovely to see you here at the very first membership stream. Oh, you've been trying to get, oh, okay, yes. I will manifest good things for your next job interview. You will get that bag, get that bread. I believe in you. All right, next question. Do I know what an SCP is? And if you do you have a favorite? I can't remember what it stands for, but I know it's like an Area 51 type creature thing, maybe? I'm not sure. I think there's a game or a few games surrounding the concept of an SCP, but I don't really know too much about them. But yeah, I don't have a favorite because I don't really know what they are. But I vaguely have an idea of what they are. Actually, let me do my research right now. Let me search what is an SCP? SCP is basically referred to anomalies, basically unnatural, supernatural phenomenons, creatures, ideas, events, and anything in between. Ooh. Okay, so it's not just creatures, but like ideas, events, supernatural happenings. That's cool. Oh, it stands for secure, contain, protect. Oh, interesting. Cool. Okay. Yeah, because I think a lot of them like refer to like containment, or there's been a containment breach of all these creatures and all these weird happenings and lots of horror games and stuff. Yeah, very cool. Intriguing. Okay. I'm an SCP that lives rent-free in our heads. Nice. I'm gonna get sacked by the Foundation soon. No! Please, set me free! I promise to be nice. You wouldn't contain this little face, would you? All right, next question. Ooh, if there was a fire in your house, aside from myself, and you had little time, let's assume only you and your own belongings were there, what would your priorities be? Are there things you would risk injury or worse to save? I think the only thing that would be worth saving, like to risk injury for, would be if I had a pet. I don't have a pet, so I don't have to worry about that right now. But if I had a little kitty star friend, I would absolutely find them and like scoop them up to get them out, because they're my family. I can't leave them there. but that's a hypothetical. That I will only worry about that once I actually have a pet. Otherwise, anything else I would risk injury or worse to save. Honestly, I don't know. Like, I feel like in the moment of it, like, I'm thinking like, it'd be nice to like, save some of like my memorabilia from when I was in like Japan, or any like, any of the merch that I have, my computer. But I know that like in the moment, I wouldn't be able to like take anything with me, because first of all, there's a fire. I'm risking, I'm my life is at risk. So, yeah, I feel like, yeah, I don't think there would be anything that I would like go back in for, or like wait to save or anything like that. But I know I say that, but like, I'd be so conflicted at the moment in time if that were to happen. I'd be like, what do I do? Like, do I take anything? What should I take? Should I? Maybe the only thing would be like my ID, my identification. But yeah. rest of your day. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, excuse me. I like how my voice just got progressively higher. Ah. Big brain play. Take the fire from the house. And I just throw it off to the side. Or I throw it into a bucket. You know what? Yeah, I get a rain bucket. I let it fill up with a bunch of rain. And then if a fire ever happens, I take the fire, I put it in the rain bucket, extinguish, solve the fire. But yeah, no, like, getting out of the fire is like the first priority. I am my first priority. And then, because I am renting, we do have renter's insurance. I don't know exactly what it covers, but I think in situations like that, when there's like, you know, fires and stuff, then like that helps in some way, shape, or form. I'll have to look into it more, but yeah. Now is the neighbor's problem. Oh no. Oh no. All right, next question. Do you ever knowingly make bad decisions that you feel good about because you made them with your heart despite the repercussions? Ooh. This is a morality question. I see. Let me think. What is the thing that I've made a bad decision on that I feel good about? I don't know. Like, I feel like I can't think of anything specific to be like, yeah, I feel this way or I don't feel this way. But like, I feel like hypothetically, if I were to make like a bad decision that I feel good about, I feel like that would be in like the terms of like what I feel is right versus what's like, you know, doing the quote unquote right thing or something like that. Like, I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like it would really depend on the situation. Because sometimes, like, I feel like I'd make, like, decisions because, like, I don't want to, like, do a certain thing, or I'm not comfortable doing a certain thing, and then I don't know, like, something happens, and then there's something that goes down because I didn't do a certain thing, but I know in my heart that, like, I didn't want to do that certain thing, and I felt okay about it despite, you know, something going down. But, yeah, I don't know. Take a hit for your conscience kind of thing. Makes you feel good even if you objectively lost. Oh, okay. Maybe? I don't know. That's the thing, like, if I could think of something that, like, I've done that relates to this, then maybe I'd have a bit easier time answering, but I don't know, I can't think of anything. I'm pretty sure I have. I just can't think of it. I'll list that one as a, undecided, but very thought-provoking. All right, next question. If you could recolor the sky, would you, and what color would it be? I mean, the sky's already a perfect color. Like, it's blue. What more could you want? But I do love it when it's like the sun setting and you get like that cotton candy kind of pinky orange, and then it starts to like do an ombre into like kind of like a dark blue. Like, if you could add some purple in there, I think that would just be magnifique. But the sky is perfect the way it is. I love the color of the sky. Next question. One of my favorite pizza toppings. Ooh. So, I'm a very plain kind of gal. Just give me a cheese or a pepperoni pizza, I'm set. But when I like to be a, you know, little adventurous, a little spicy, I like, my favorite combination is onions, tomatoes, and ground beef. I'm not sure about those specifically, but they work together very well. Especially, and bacon bits. But they have to be like, not like the pieces of fat. They have to be like actual pieces of meat. And some places are really good about that. Some places are just like, let's just put all the bacon fat on there. It's like, ew, no, gross. But just like the big chunks of like pork bacon on with like the ground beef and some pepperoni. Yeah, add pepperoni, bacon, ground beef, onions, and tomatoes. And that's like my ultimate pizza for when I'm feeling like I need like a lot of toppings. That's a lot of toppings for me. I don't like a lot of toppings. Like, I see some people being like, pizza is just a vessel for the toppings. Like, you have to add like all these different toppings on to like make the pizza worthwhile. I'm like, no. maybe in your world, but not in my world. Like, I like the pizza for what it is. I like it for the crust and for the sauce and for the cheese and other little seasonings you put on there. Maybe a little pesto. But yeah, toppings don't have to be like a, they don't make a bigger pizza for me. Like, if it's just a plain cheese pizza, I'm all for it. Next question. We're getting to the end of the questions, guys. We're almost done. Wah! You hear this? There, I ate the controller. Are you happy? Are you happy? Do you feel accomplished? My teeth hurt. I ate the controller. You happy? Ow! Don't eat solid plastic. It's not worth it. Next question. Well, actually, last question. What is the weirdest thing you own? What is the weirdest thing I own? Headphones with cat ears. Is that the weirdest thing I own though? Hold on, let me think. What do I own that would be potentially weird? What do I own? Liquid plastic? I don't have any reference on how liquid plastic is when you eat it or chew on it. So undecided. But I would just say don't eat plastic in general. That's just not a good idea. I mean, this model, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it may be weird to other people outside the VTubing sphere, being like, you are an anime girl online? What? But it's like, I think this is pretty freaking cool. If I could do like really weird toggles and stuff, like extend my neck or just like, I don't know, like there's some weird toggles that people can do and it's pretty funny. But I think my model's pretty freaking cool. Trying to think, what else do I own that would be weird? I mean, I have a lot of anime merch. Like, the merch in itself isn't weird, but just the sheer amount of it is a little weird. Like, it is contained an entire, like, storage box. And it is so heavy, I cannot pick it up by myself. What else? What else is on the weirder side? I'm just looking around things that I own in this room. Nothing seems too out there. I mean, I have 2 manta ray plushies, but that's not really weird. Kind of quirky, I'd say. Maybe that is weird. I don't know. I've got a bin of vitamins. Like, I feel like a lot of things that I own, or pretty much like everything I own, is like normal in some capacity, but like maybe weird to others. Like, I have a bass guitar and an amp that goes with it. What else? I've got 2 cans of air dusters. Yeah. Gonna dust out my computer at some point. Just need to find a screwdriver. I have coffee upstairs that tastes like Twix. Is that weird? It's an interesting coffee. There was like M&M flavor, Dove chocolate flavor. There was one more, I can't remember, but I got the Twix one because I was like, yeah, I like Twix. Right or left? Both. It's the whole combination of the whole Twix bar in one. Excuse me. Although, actually, that makes me wonder, when they say the left one or the right one for the Twix, which orientation of the bar are they talking about? Which, like, from which end are you supposed to open the Twix bar from? Because, like, you know, the logo will be a different facing way on which side you open it from. So is the logo facing you? And if so, is the logo like reading from down to up or up to down? Because what is the official orientation of a Twix bar that would differentiate the left from the right? Because if you flip it around, the right becomes the left and vice versa. So, I need to know, Twix! So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like the things that I own aren't super weird, but the way that I use them or utilize them is pretty weird. Like, I have my old iPhone X here that is used to track my lovely face and movements. People might think that's weird. I think it's fun. I have 3 containers of slime. Is that weird? I need to put some activator in them though, because especially one of them melted real bad. It's basically just glue now. It is just glue and it is not fun to play with. It's too sticky. I have a coaster that says a fish needs a bike like a woman needs a man. Or a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's what it is. I got it from the Guinness, the Guinness factory. Yeah, the Guinness headquarters plant or whatever. We did a tour. It was fun. I'm not a big fan of Guinness though. Not my thing. I'm not a beer person. I like the fruity vodka drinks that taste like soda. But actually, I was thinking about it the other day. Like, speaking of alcohol, I haven't bought any alcohol since I moved out. Like, maybe I'll have like I've had like a drink occasionally when I go out, but like I don't buy alcohol to like I don't partake in it at home recreationally just because it's expensive. And I just don't feel the need to. Like when I was able to like drink legally when back in like university, I was like, ooh, this is exciting, but now I'm just like, I'd rather just have soda. I'd rather just have some fizzy Dr. Pepper, honestly. I own a 13-inch stiletto, like the shoe? Damn. I didn't know they made them 13 inches. Well, I guess I can, but I can't imagine how tall that'd be. Dang. Make your own booze? Oh Oh my gosh, that would be an interesting stream. I just imagine it ending up how it did with my dad when he made his own hot sauce. But he ended up in bed for about 3 days. It wasn't good. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Well, how was all the questions I got? Woo! Let's go. That was like, what, like 26 questions and a few comments? Very nice, very nice. And if you didn't get an opportunity to ask me a question through either the YouTube post or the membership post or Marshmallow, don't worry. We will definitely do this again. So prepare your questions. You can even send them in now if you'd like, and then I'll read them at the next Q&A that we decide to do. So, yay! Yay! We did it, guys! We did it! 3 hours later, and we have gotten through all the questions. Woohoo! Let's go. Oh, well, that was nice. That was nice. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, and yeah, I hope you're excited for more membership streams. I don't know, I'm not sure of a schedule of how many I'll do per month. Maybe like, yeah, I don't know yet. I'll figure that out. They might be a little more sporadic for the time being, but yeah, let's get hyped. Maybe I'll play some special games just for memberships, and we'll see what else happens. So, woo, we paid to be here. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. Yeah, like I was thinking like maybe like a Sims playthrough, like a Sims file or something would be fun to play for memberships. I can just be like completely unhinged. I'll be a thief. So look out for the schedule for next week for regular streams, and yeah, I'll update you guys when there's a new membership stream in the works. But until then, thank you so much for joining today's stream. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Make sure to get some water and hydrate. Do not eat the controller. I did it for you so you didn't have to do it yourself. Get yourself some more coffee if you need it, dang it. And send me in more questions if you would like to see them answered in another Q&A membership stream. But of course, until we meet again. Bye-bye.